Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm inside today because we have quite a snowstorm outside and it's about -5 degrees. So the winter garden is my normal, when I transplant and work on moving plants from one to the other, I normally work out there. I have a lot more space. Today I'm going to be inside in the indoor grow room, and as you can see, here we have some eggplants and flower sprouts, which is a superfood that is a cross between a Brussels sprout and kale. And I can scroll down a little bit, and as you can see, they're doing quite well at the moment. So in today's video, we're going to do over some transplanting, some jalapenos and bell peppers that have been growing for about 3 weeks now in a small little pot with some soil in it. And I'm going to take those plants out of that and put them into larger pots and get them ready for a hydroponic system. And I will go over all that today with you on the video. Another thing I'm going to talk about is different kinds of pots to use in your hydroponics or home growing system. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and friend me on Facebook. Hello everyone, this is Gary from Swiss Indoor Gardens. Today we're going to transplant some peppers. One thing I wanted to cover today that I had a couple questions on are some of the pots. These are two of the nice sized pots for the peppers, simply because you have smaller ones that are a little bit smaller than this, and they're not so nice because the peppers develop a pretty large root system, so they need space to grow. And if you're running hydroponics, then yeah, you definitely need space for the roots to grow so they don't grow down and into the water table. What I have here is the microfiber cloth that covers the bottom, the holes and everything, so a lot of the sediment doesn't go into the water table. But I wanted to show you real quick two different styles of pots. This one has a flat bottom, holes on the bottom, drains really well. They work really well. This is another model that you can see has a center part there. Comes up about this far. It also has holes on the sides, also holes in the bottom, and it stands up off the bottom. So when you have it sitting on your flood table, and you get air, a lot better air and oxygen to the roots with this pot. So I prefer this pot. They are becoming very difficult to get. Hello everyone. Okay, I went over all the different styles of pots, and this is a mixture of the 60-40 Blaton cocoa mix and 100% cocoa. And what I've done, I do 3 scoops of the Blaton mix and 2 scoops of the cocoa. So it gives me a little bit more cocoa in there than the 60-40 is not that great for peppers, and they need a little bit more to the root system. Now there's no fertilizer or anything like that in there because this is going to go into a hydroponic system. And so the first thing I'll do is I use this little microfiber here. Now this stuff is the same material that you use to cover plants and protect them from the cold and heat. I've just used it, I cut it, comes in big sheets, and I just cut it to cover up the bottom so the grow medium doesn't come out when you water it, because that's an issue, because if it comes out, what happens is then the grow medium gets caught up in your pumps and your watering system and causes all kinds of problems. So I put that little cloth down there. And it also keeps the roots from growing out through the pot, bottom of the pot, because the roots will not grow through that microfiber. Some people here in Switzerland we call it felts, and I'm not sure. It's like a felt, but probably not really a felt that we would know it. You just pack all that down in there. Like so. Now there is a lot of, you can see there's a lot of rock and pebbles in there, and that actually helps when you're using a hydroponic system. That helps a lot with the oxygenation of the roots and getting air to the roots. So I'm going to go to this one, make a little hole here. It's probably, yeah, there's a root there on the bottom. So I've already decided, and I'll just dump that in there like so. Now I am mixing a little bit of soil with this hydroponic material, grow medium, and it's okay. You can do that. It's not going to affect your... And then what I do is just dump the rest of that in there. Even it out. I normally put the plant in the middle. Pack it down. And sometimes I'll add a little bit more to the top. Just to keep the water, to keep the moisture in. The cocoa helps. One other thing that I'm going to add to it is I always add a little stick next to the plant when I plant it, and then that goes all the way down as far as it'll go, and this will help. As the plant grows up, it will grow up next to the stick and I can support it. Peppers tend to make a lot of branches all the time, so they get a little tippy in the beginning until the root system develops. So this is just a way to help support the plant.